Most chick losses don't begin with disease or poor quality feed. In many cases, the real problem starts the instant that transport box is opened. It's a small detail many farmers miss. You can decide whether young chicks thrive or struggle through their first week. You may have seen it before. A few chicks rush around the brooder, curious and energetic, while others stay hunched in the corner, weak and unusually quiet. That behavior isn't random. It's an early warning sign. Those chicks are already exhausted from the journey, and their bodies are desperately trying to recover. Here's where things get interesting. The biggest enemy during those first hours is often dehydration and stress caused by handling and transport. From the moment chicks hatch, they lose moisture and burn through stored energy without access to feed or water. By the time they arrive at the farm, many are already running low on both. Most farmers offer plain water first, which certainly helps. But water alone cannot restore lost energy, replace vital minerals, or support a digestive system that is only beginning to develop. And that hidden gap is where many early chick deaths begin. Experienced poultry farmers understand this well. That's why many rely on a simple 3-ingredient drink mixed into the chick's very first water. It takes only moments to prepare, costs very little, and the improvement in chick activity and recovery can often be seen within hours. So what exactly goes into that first life-saving drink? Let's find out. The first ingredient is ordinary sugar. It sounds almost too simple, doesn't it? But what most people don't realize is that newly hatched chicks arrive at the farm already drained of energy. Since the moment they left the shell, their tiny bodies have been burning through stored fuel during sorting, handling, and transport. Feed can replace that energy, but weak chicks rarely rush toward the feeder. They often crouch quietly beneath the heat, too stressed or exhausted to compete. Water, however, is different. Even tired chicks will usually drink. That is why adding a small amount of sugar to the first water matters so much. It delivers quick energy directly into the bloodstream without forcing the chick to eat first. And the change can happen fast. A chick that seemed lifeless moments earlier may begin lifting its head, wandering through the brooder, and peeping more actively. That sudden burst of movement is simply the body responding to accessible fuel. The balance is important though. Too much sugar can upset digestion. The safe amount is 1 teaspoon of sugar or glucose in 1 liter of clean water. Stir it thoroughly and keep the mixture light. Now comes the second ingredient, salt. At first, that may sound strange too. Yet, dehydration is not only about losing water. During transport, chicks also lose electrolytes, especially sodium. Without those minerals, the body struggles to hold on to fluids properly. In other words, a chick may drink plenty of water and still remain dehydrated internally. A tiny pinch of table salt helps correct that imbalance. It supports fluid absorption and helps the body use the water more effectively. In many ways, this simple homemade mixture works like a basic electrolyte solution farmers often buy commercially. The key word here is tiny. Only a small pinch per liter is needed. More than that can create problems instead of solving them. So at this stage, the recovery drink contains 1 liter of water, 1 teaspoon of sugar, and a light pinch of salt. Already, that mixture does far more than plain water alone. But there is still one final ingredient, and this part is often overlooked entirely. The last addition focuses on the chick's digestive system. Newly hatched chicks do not yet have a fully developed gut. Their digestive bacteria, enzymes, and internal balance are still forming during those critical first days. And here's where things get interesting. The condition of that gut early in life can affect growth, immunity, and feed efficiency long afterward. A healthy digestive system allows chicks to absorb nutrients properly and build strength evenly across the flock. But stress and harmful bacteria during the first week can interfere with that process before the birds even have a chance to grow. This is why many experienced poultry keepers add a little apple cider vinegar or fresh lemon juice to the first drink. Both ingredients gently acidify the water, creating conditions that are less friendly for harmful bacteria while supporting beneficial microbes inside the gut. Apple cider vinegar has been used on poultry farms for generations, not as a miracle cure, but as a simple management tool to support digestion and early gut health. Again, moderation matters. Use 1 teaspoon of apple cider vinegar per liter of water, or just a few drops of lemon juice. The taste should remain mild enough that chicks continue drinking comfortably. That completes the formula. 1 liter of clean water, 1 teaspoon of sugar, a small pinch of salt, and 1 teaspoon of apple cider vinegar or a few drops of lemon juice. It takes only moments to prepare, yet it can make a remarkable difference during those fragile first hours. But the drink itself is only part of the story. The environment matters just as much. Before the chicks arrive, the brooder should already feel warm, dry, and calm. Bedding must be clean, drinkers filled, and the heat source tested in advance. Chicks settle faster in a prepared environment, and relaxed chicks begin drinking sooner. When placing them into the brooder, don't simply leave them to figure things out alone. Gently guide a few chicks toward the water by touching the tips of their beaks lightly against the surface. That small contact is usually enough to trigger drinking, and once a few chicks begin, others quickly follow. Chicks are surprisingly observant animals. Within minutes, the flock often gathers around the drinkers together. Watch closely during the first half hour. Healthy recovery signs soon appear. Quiet chicks become more active. The nervous chirping softens. Tiny groups begin exploring instead of piling together in distress. Their behavior also tells you whether the brooder temperature is correct. Chicks crowding tightly beneath the heat source usually mean the space is too cold. If they avoid the center and spread toward the edges, the heat may be excessive. These small signals are like a language every poultry farmer learns over time. Now comes another common mistake. Feeding too early. Many farmers immediately place feed in front of stressed chicks, believing food should come first. But after transport, hydration is the body's main priority. A dehydrated chick cannot process feed efficiently, and forcing digestion too early may create additional stress. Water and electrolyte recovery should always come before feeding. Once the chicks are moving comfortably, drinking confidently, and exploring the brooder naturally, starter feed can then be introduced. The difference is noticeable. Well-hydrated chicks approach feed with energy and compete more evenly. Weak chicks that miss proper hydration often fall behind early, and those gaps inside the flock rarely disappear completely later on. That is why prevention matters so much in poultry farming. Early losses cost money, time, and effort long before birds reach market age. Some farmers continue using diluted apple cider vinegar in the water for several days after arrival as extra digestive support, though the sugar is usually removed after the first day once chicks begin eating normally. The truth is, the first week shapes nearly everything that follows. Growth, immunity, feed conversion, and flock uniformity all begin during those early days. Farmers who understand this often see healthier birds, lower mortality, and fewer medical problems later on. And in the end, success in poultry farming is not only about the birds you raise, it is also about the losses you prevent. Sometimes, the difference between a struggling flock and a thriving one begins with something as simple as the very first drink waiting beside the heat lamp. When you step back and look at the bigger picture, one thing becomes clear. Many chicks lost during the first week are not dying from illness at all. The real trouble often begins during transport, when stress and dehydration quietly drain their tiny bodies before they ever reach the brooder. That's why the first drink matters so much. A simple mix of clean water, a teaspoon of sugar for quick energy, a pinch of salt to restore electrolytes, and a little apple cider vinegar or lemon juice to support the gut can completely change those critical first hours. Prepare before the chicks arrive, so it's ready the moment the box is opened. Here's where things get interesting. Guide a few chicks gently toward the drinker, touching their beaks lightly to the surface. Within moments, others usually follow. Then watch carefully. Active movement, softer chirping, and curious exploring are all signs a flock is beginning to recover. Good farming often comes down to small decisions repeated consistently. Warm housing, proper hydration before feed, and careful observation can dramatically reduce early losses over time. If this video helped you see chick care differently, share it with another farmer. I'd also love to hear your experience with recovery drinks in the comments below. And don't miss the next video, because another hidden danger appears near the end of the first week, and many farmers never notice it until birds begin to fail.